Hello students, today we will discuss about the energy from different food components. Students, we know that energy is very important for us for our growth and development. Okay, so there are three main food components which are very essential. That is, first one is carbohydrates, that is sugars and starch. Second one is protein, and third is lipids. Okay, we have seen about carbohydrates in our last session, that how it is very important in energy production in cellular respiration, that is glycolysis, how ATPs are formed and how the energy is produced, that we have seen in our last session. Now second one is proteins. So how the proteins are also important for us, that we will study today. Okay, so there are various types of proteins in our body. There are different types of proteins in different organs and cells of our body. Okay, so we will discuss today about the different organs and how they have, which protein they have. This we will discuss now. Okay, so proteins are different in different organs. Okay, so here bones are there, here skin, cells, blood, pancreas, pituitary gland and muscles. These seven types of organs and cells we have, and which type of protein is present in these organs and cells, that we will see now. Okay, so here blood. First one is blood. Blood has hemoglobin and antibodies. Okay, so protein has different sizes and shapes also according to the amino acid sequences. Okay, so hemoglobin. Now hemoglobin, we will talk about that. uh, Globin means what? A globe like structure. Our earth has a globe like structure, like that hemoglobin also has somewhat compact globe like structure, this protein. Okay, it is very globular structure and it is very compact in structure. Okay, antibodies. Now antibodies in this, it is Y shaped protein. Okay, like this Y shaped protein. This antibody is somewhat Y shaped protein, and it is also known as immunoglobulin. Immunoglobulin. Why it is known as immunoglobulin? Because it absorbs the immune system of our body. It is produced for that, to neutralize the pathogens. That is what pathogen means: the pathogenic bacteria and viruses which attack our body. It neutralizes the antibodies. It is present in the plasma cells of our body. Okay, so you know about coronavirus also. If it attacks our body and we have our antibodies present in our body, then it neutralizes that virus. Okay, and we are safe from coronavirus. Okay, so it is one example. Also we have seen about plasma cells also. Everyone is donating plasma cells also for that. Why they are doing? Because the antibody protein is very essential for the neutralization of the pathogens, that is the pathogenic bacteria, harmful bacteria and also viruses. Okay, so these are the, in the blood there are two type of proteins, that is hemoglobin and antibodies. Antibodies are also known as immunoglobulin. Okay students, now we will see about skin. In the skin we have melanin and keratin. These two type of proteins are present. They are known as collagen. Collagen means what? It is the elongated chain like fibers. Okay, fibers. They are fibers but they are elongated like chain. Okay, so these are how they are useful for us in the genetics. Our hereditary part is depending upon these proteins because we look similar to our family members, but we look different for the strangers. Why it is there? Because of the they are present, these melanin, keratin, they are present in the skin or hairs or eyes, our eyes, they are present in this organs. Okay, so we look similar to our family members. Why? Because these melanin and keratin are the main proteins. They are uh, hereditarily passed through one generation to another generation. Okay, students, you understand skin, which proteins are there in this. Okay, we will shift towards cells. Cells of which? Cell membrane and enzymes. What? Which? Uh, cell membrane. Cells of cell membrane. Which protein is present in that? There are two types of proteins present in the cell membrane or the boundaries of cell membrane. They are integral membrane protein and peripheral membrane protein. These two type of membrane protein is present in the cell of cell membrane or their boundaries. Okay. So integral membrane protein is a permanently attached to the cell membrane. Okay. And the peripheral membrane protein is temporarily attached to the integral membrane protein. Okay, so these two type of proteins are present in the cell of cell membrane, and enzymes which are present are maltase, leucine and aminopeptidase. These are the enzyme proteins which are present in the cells of the cell membrane. Okay. Now bones. Bones have ossin and chordin. These two type of uh, proteins are present in the bones. Okay. Here these proteins are also just like skin proteins, melanin and keratin. How? Because these are also collagen. Means what? A long elongated fibers like chain. Okay. And pancreas. Now pancreas, we have insulin and trypsin. Insulin protein is present in pancreas, which what is the function of insulin? It is to convert glucose to glycogen. Okay, so why? Because it controls our sugar level, sugar of glucose of our body. Okay, so if there is no insulin, what happens? No insulin protein is produced in the what pancreas. What happens? Our sugar level rises, or it if there is no insulin, our sugar level rises, and we are suffered from diabetes also. So it is a very most important protein in the pancreas. Okay, so insulin, trypsin. Trypsin is the protein which what it does. The function of trypsin is to the large and complex proteins is converted into smaller and simpler protein molecules. Okay, the function of trypsin. You understood, students, what is trypsin function in pancreas? To convert large and complex protein molecules into small and simpler protein molecules. Okay, students. So pituitary gland. Now pituitary gland, there are many hormones in pituitary gland which are very important. Students, first of all, you should know what is pituitary gland. It is a pea-like structure, very small structure in the base of our brain. It is situated in the base of our brain, and it plays very important role in the functioning of our body, because it stimulates many of the hormones from them there. Okay, so the hormones which are stimulated from pituitary glands, they are a type of proteins, and they are adrenocorticotropic hormone, thyroid stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, growth hormone, prolactin, melanocyte stimulating hormone, and follicle hormone. Okay, follicle stimulating hormone. These type of hormones which are regulated, which are stimulated from our pituitary gland, and they function in our body, and uh, and by these functions also, what it does, it regulates our body, other body organs and cells. Okay, so it is very important, pituitary gland. Okay, now muscles are having actin and myosin. These two type of proteins are present in the muscles. They are very strong proteins. They are very heavy chain proteins and very thick filament like structure. It is very thick filament. Why? Because to build our, strengthens our muscles. What it does, this protein, what is the function of this protein? To strengthen our muscles, and uh, our body growth and development is depend upon these type of proteins. Okay, so this protein is responsible for our growth and development of our body and our muscle cells. Okay, students, so these were the various type of organs and the proteins which function, various functions we have seen in this session. So, thank you for watching, and if you have any doubt, you can comment me. Thank you, students.